I still can't believe I'm even saying this out loud, but my own sister put mousetraps inside my 8-year old daughter's shoes on purpose, and then filmed her screaming when they snapped shut on her little feet, and the worst part, when I confronted my mom about it, she brushed it off like it was no big deal. She literally said, "It's nothing," like my child's pain, her tears, her trauma, were just some joke gone wrong. I don't know what kind of family logic that is, but I'm done pretending it's okay. Tell me honestly, was I wrong for what I did after that? Because I'll admit, what came next wasn't pretty, but when it comes to protecting your kid, where do you draw the line? It started a few months ago. My sister, Erica, had just moved back to our hometown after breaking up with her boyfriend. She's always been the wild one in the family, the kind of person who thinks pranks and sarcasm count as a personality. Growing up, she used to pull stuff like putting salt in my cereal or cutting holes in my socks just to see my reaction. I tolerated it as kids, but as adults I had grown out of it. Or so I thought. Erica apparently never did. At first, her moving back seemed fine. My mom was thrilled to have both her daughters nearby again, and I thought maybe it'd be nice for my daughter, Lily, to know her aunt a bit better. Lily's a sweet kid, curious, giggly, the kind who makes friends with everyone. She loves to draw, wears mismatched socks on purpose, and has this way of lighting up a room just by walking in. She was so excited to have Auntie Erica around. She'd help her make cookies, braid her hair, and draw pictures together. I thought maybe Erica was finally maturing, finally learning to connect without turning everything into a joke. But little by little, things started to feel off. The first red flag came when I overheard Erica teasing Lily about her shoes. Lily has these old sparkly sneakers she refuses to give up, even though they're a bit small now. Erica laughed and said, "You still wear those baby shoes. What are you, 5?" Lily laughed awkwardly, but later that night she told me she didn't like it when Auntie made fun of her. I told Erica to ease up. She rolled her eyes and said, "Relax, I'm just joking. You're too sensitive." That's Erica's go-to line. "You're too sensitive." It's her shield against accountability. Then came the weird pranks. She once put a fake spider in Lily's backpack before school. Lily freaked out so bad she cried in class, and her teacher had to call me. Erica thought it was hilarious. "She's gotta toughen up," she said. "Kids need to learn to laugh at themselves." I told her that's not how you teach resilience. She smirked and said, "Oh, come on, you're turning her into a snowflake." I should have cut her off then. But I didn't, because part of me still hoped that maybe, just maybe, she'd realize she was crossing a line. Then came the day. It was a Sunday morning. We were at my mom's house for brunch, like we always did every few weeks. My mom was cooking pancakes, Erica was scrolling through her phone, and Lily was playing in the living room with her new doll. I went upstairs to grab the laundry my mom had asked me to fold. It couldn't have been more than 10 minutes that I was gone. 10 minutes. When I came back down, I heard crying, sharp, panicked crying. I dropped the basket and ran into the living room. Lily was sitting on the floor, her shoes beside her, tears streaming down her face. She was holding her foot, and there was a red mark on it, like something had snapped down on her skin. I immediately went to her and asked what happened. She sobbed, "Auntie told me to put my shoes on fast, so I did." And then it hurt. Erica was standing a few feet away, phone in hand, laughing. Actually laughing. I was so confused at first, I thought maybe it was a misunderstanding. But then I saw it, the tiny metal mousetraps inside the shoes. 2 of them snapped, and Erica still recording like it was some kind of comedy sketch. I lost it. I screamed, "What the hell is wrong with you?" She just stood there, smirking. "It was just a prank. Chill out. It's not like it broke anything." Lily was still crying, clutching my arm, and I was trying to calm her down, to check her feet, to make sure nothing was bleeding. My mom came in at that point, drawn by the noise, and instead of helping, she said, "Oh, for goodness sake, Erica, stop filming, and you—" She turned to me, "Stop yelling, you're scaring the child." Scaring her, I shouted. She's already terrified because your daughter thought it would be funny to trap her shoes. My mom sighed, exasperated, like I was the problem. It's nothing, dear. You know how your sister jokes around. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I showed her the mousetraps, still sitting inside the shoes, and she just waved her hand. She's fine. Kids cry. Don't make a big deal out of it. That's when something in me just snapped. I took Erica's phone right out of her hand and saw the video. She had been filming the whole thing, telling Lily to put her shoes on quickly, then laughing as the traps went off and my daughter screamed. She even said, "Oh my God, that was perfect." Right after I deleted the video, Erica screamed at me, "Hey, that was funny. I was gonna post it on TikTok." That word, TikTok, made me see red. My daughter's pain wasn't just a joke to her, it was content. She wanted likes from it. I told her to get out. I didn't care that we were at my mom's house. I told her, if you ever come near my daughter again, I'll make sure the police see that video before anyone else does. She started yelling that I was overreacting, that it was just a prank. And my mom jumped in to defend her. "Don't threaten your sister. She didn't mean any harm." I just stared at her, didn't mean harm. "Mom," she put mousetraps, actual mousetraps, in a child's shoes. "How is that harmless? She was just having fun." And my mom said again, "You've always been too serious. That's why you two never get along." That line cut deep, because it was the same thing she used to say when Erica bullied me growing up. Like the time Erica hid my homework, or poured juice on my pillow, or told my middle school crush that I wet the bed when I was 6. My mom always said, "She's teasing because she loves you." It's strange how those words, drilled into your head for years, suddenly sound so wrong when it's your child crying instead of you. I packed our things and left. I didn't even finish brunch. Lily was quiet in the car, clutching her doll, her eyes still red. I asked if her feet hurt. She said, "Just a little." But I don't want to go back there. That broke me. I promised her she wouldn't have to. For a few days, I tried to calm down before deciding what to do. I took pictures of the marks on her feet. Just in case, I talked to my husband, Mark, about it. He was furious. He said we should call the cops immediately, but I hesitated, because calling the police on your own sister, that's heavy. Part of me still hoped maybe she'd apologize. Maybe she'd realize how sick it was. Instead, Erica doubled down. She texted me the next day. "Wow, can't believe you freaked out over nothing. Maybe teach your kid not to be such a baby." I didn't respond. Then she posted a TikTok rant without the video, thankfully complaining about how some people can't take a joke, and how her sister went psycho over a prank. Her friends were commenting laughing emojis, saying things like "Classic you, Erica," and "Your sister sounds boring AF." I showed that post to my mom, thinking maybe now she'd understand. Instead, she said, "You know how the internet is. Don't make this a big family drama." At that point, I realized something I hadn't wanted to admit. My mom was never going to take my side. She never had, and she never would, so I made a choice. Before I tell you what I did next, I want you to pause for a second. Imagine being in my shoes. Your sister hurts your child, laughs, and your mother tells you to let it go. What would you do? Would you call the cops, cut them off, try to fix things? I really want to know. Drop a comment below and tell me what you'd have done if this were your kid. Alright, here's what I did. I didn't call the police right away, but I did go to the police station. I explained everything, showed them the pictures of Lily's feet, and told them Erica had filmed it. They said since I didn't have the video anymore, it might be hard to press charges, but they did take a report. Just having it on file gave me some peace of mind. Then I called Child Services. Not on me, obviously, but to ask what my options were in case Erica ever tried to come around again. They advised me to set clear boundaries and file a restraining order if I felt unsafe. So I did. I filed for a restraining order against Erica, not just for me, but for Lily. When she got served, all hell broke loose. My mom called me screaming, saying I was tearing the family apart. Erica sent me a long text about how I'd ruined her life. Over a joke. I ignored them both, but a week later, Erica showed up at my house. I didn't open the door. She stood outside yelling, saying she wanted to talk. When I didn't respond, she started throwing little rocks at my front window. I called the cops again. They came, warned her, and told her to leave or she'd be arrested for violating the restraining order. That seemed to finally get through to her. After that, she disappeared from my life. My mom, though, didn't stop. She kept calling, leaving voicemails, saying things like, "She's your sister." "You're really going to let one mistake destroy your family?" One mistake, that phrase haunted me, because for her it was one mistake, for me, and for my daughter. It was a scar. Lily started having nightmares after that day. She'd wake up crying, saying she dreamed someone was putting traps in her bed or her backpack. For weeks, she refused to wear shoes without checking them first. Every morning, she'd turn them upside down, shake them out, and look at me nervously, asking, "Are you sure they're safe?" No mother should ever have to see their child live like that because of a joke. It took months of therapy for her to stop checking every pair of shoes. Her therapist said she was showing signs of mild trauma, and all I could think was, this was caused by my own family. Eventually, I stopped taking my mom's calls. I blocked Erica completely. I built a wall between my child and the people who were supposed to protect her. About 6 months later, I got a letter from Erica, handwritten. It started with, "I guess you think I'm some monster." She tried to justify herself again, said she didn't mean to hurt Lily, that she thought it would just startle her. Then she wrote something that made me sick. If you hadn't overreacted, this never would have blown up like it did. Even in her apology, she couldn't take responsibility. I didn't respond, but I did something else. I printed the letter and put it in a folder with the police report and the pictures of Lily's feet, just in case Erica ever tries to twist the story again, because I know her. She thrives on control, on rewriting the narrative to make herself look like the victim. And if you're wondering what happened to my relationship with my mom, it's gone. I tried to forgive her once, thinking maybe she was just blinded by her favoritism toward Erica. But when she called me last Christmas, she said, "You really overreacted that day. Erica's been through a lot, you know. You should reach out and apologize." Apologize, that was the final straw. I told her, "Mom, until you can look me in the eye and say that what she did was wrong, you'll never see me or Lily again." And I hung up. We haven't spoken since. It's strange losing your family feels like grief, even when they're the ones who hurt you. But it's a grief mixed with relief, because at least now I know my daughter is safe. Sometimes I still think about that day, about the look on Lily's face, the sound of that snap, the way Erica laughed, and I think, how did I ever think these people were safe to be around? How did I excuse it all those years? The teasing, the pranks, the emotional manipulation, it all built up to this. People say family is everything, but I've learned that family doesn't mean blood. It means safety, love, accountability, and if those things are missing, it doesn't matter if they share your DNA. So no, I don't regret what I did. I protected my daughter. I stood up for her in a way no one ever stood up for me, and if that makes me the villain in my family's story, so be it. I'd rather be the villain than the mother who looked away. If you've ever been gaslit by your own family into thinking abuse is just joking around, please know, it's not you. You're not too sensitive. You're not overreacting. You're finally reacting appropriately to something wrong. Like this video if you'd have done the same thing to protect your child. Subscribe for more stories like this, and tell me in the comments, what would you have done in my shoes? I'm really curious how others would have handled it. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you all in the next story.